Hi, this is the second video in the down series. This time what we're doing is adding an auto stay to down. So initially what we did was we taught the dog down, and then what I do with down and stay and stand is have an auto stay in it. So if I tell a dog sit, or if I tell a dog down, or if I tell a dog stand, that means that they are to do so calmly, and they are to stay in that position until they're released. So when I say down, which I've just put him in, that means down, stay calm, and stay there no matter what is going on. So, whatever is happening here is none of his business. So if I'm working around him, if I've got things to do, if I'm coming and going, if I go inside and disappear from his sight, this dog should still be here, nice and calm, in a down position when I come back. And when I come back, he shouldn't get up to greet me, he shouldn't get excited, nothing, because he's still in a down stay. Good. And he's in a down stay until I release him. So how do we do that? First of all, the equipment we need is a flat collar and lead, so you can control the dog, keep him where you want him so he can't run off and get distracted or anything like that. The other thing you need is for the dog to understand what a down is, because I can't possibly teach him to stay in a down if he doesn't understand what it is. So make sure he understands what that is, and the lead and that's here. And then all I'm going to do is put him into a down, and then I'm going to begin to act like I'm going to walk away. So from a down, I'll simply do this little step. Now most dogs at this point will get up to follow you. So when he does is when I then guide him back. Right? I don't correct him because he doesn't understand what a stay is. You can't correct the dog for something it doesn't understand. You can only correct the dog for something it does understand but is failing to do. So what I'm going to do is guide him. So if I go to here and he gets up, then I'm simply going to hinge back or pivot back. I'm going to use this. Remember in the down we use this little motion here to help teach him down. That was our little silent thing. So I just do this and he'll go back into a down because that's how he was taught. Because I don't want to say down again because I already said it the first time. So I don't want to repeat the command. I only want to say it once, I want him to do it, and I want him to be there. So I don't want to have to go down, 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 because all I'm teaching him there is to do something when he feels like doing it, not when I tell him to do it. So I don't say the command again, I do this and I get him back into the down, and then I'll say good. And I won't treat him for it because he's broken it, but I'll say good. He's getting a treat because I'm yanking on this and confusing him at the moment. Alright, so Koji knows it and he's bulletproof. I'll put him in a down, he won't come out as you saw, no matter what I'm doing around him. So I'm going to have to make him break so I can show you how to do it. So if I go like this, and go, and he goes to come up, and I've just stopped him there, I want to get back before he gets all the way up because it simply makes it easier. So as soon as he goes to get up, I hinge back, I do this little tiny tap here, a very gentle tap, and that's how he was trained to go down. So he folds back into a down. Good. I'll tell him good when all four elbows and his stomach's on the ground. Right? And then I'll get back up and I'll go to do it again. And I'll do this. And now he's going to stay. He might get up 3 or 4 times, but I'll keep doing that, guiding back. And eventually he'll understand that that's not what he's meant to do. So then I'll be able to start doing this. When I can do, say, 5, I'll come back to the side and I'll treat him, good, and praise him. Again, nice and calmly, because I don't want this dog stimulated. Right? I want him calm because that's it. So I'm teaching him calmness in this command right now. We're not stimulating. And this time I'll go a little bit further. Now if he goes to get up, just up, I'll correct. I'll do this little tiny shake. As soon as he goes down, good. I'll tell him good, and then I'll go back to it, no treat. And I'll do this. And when he stays there and I get, say, 5 up, I'll come back beside him. Good, yes. And I'll treat him. And now I'll try and, now that I've got this distance, I'll start to come around in front of him. So I'll come from here, and I'll come around, and I'll come back. I'll do that again, 3, 4, 5 times. Good. I won't come back and treat him each time because I'll fill him up before I get anywhere with this. So I'll come around, and I'll just keep coming around. And I'm just after him, just staying there, minding his own business. Now when I can do this nice and comfortably, and I get this bit of distance, I'm then going to start adding a time. So I want to increase time now. I've got a little bit of distance, so I want to increase time. So I add like a counting and into that. Like 1 and 2 and 3. I use good. You can use anything you want. I just simply use good. So I'll go, come out here, and I'll add a second. Good. Yes. And I'll treat. I'll come back out. Good. I'll remind him what he's doing. Down. Good. Down. So now I've added 2 seconds. When he can do that, I'll add 3. Good. Down. Good. Down. Good. Down. And then I'll come back. Good boy. Treat. And I'll do this till I can get to about 10 seconds. Then, when he's comfortable doing 10 seconds, I'll add a little bit of distance. Either use a longer lead if you're not comfortable, or if you are comfortable and you can rely on your dog, you can just put this one down. Make sure you're in a safe area. And then I just get a little bit more distance. So now it's 2 steps. Come back beside him, and I'll do it again, and I'll do this for about 5, and that's long enough. Good. And then I'll treat and praise. When he's comfortable doing that, I'll then add time. Good. Down. Good. Down. Come back, treat. And each time he's comfortable with that, I'll add a second till I get up to about the 10 seconds. And then I'll add a little bit more distance, and then I'll do the time again. And I'll add a little bit more distance, and I'll do the time again. So you can see it just keeps repeating until I've got a pretty good distance and a pretty good time going. And then I start bulletproofing. So I'll just walk away. I'll go behind something where he can't see me. Only for a second or 2, and then I'll come all the way back. He needs to stay calm all the way back. And then, yes, I treat him. If he comes after at any stage, I've still got the lead there. I simply take the lead, I bring him all the way back. I guide him back into a down. I don't say down. I guide him back into it. I tell him good when he's in it, and then off I go again. If he starts breaking it at that level again, then I need to step back a little bit. So don't go too fast. If the dog breaks it once, that's one thing. If he breaks the same level twice, go back to the previous level, come all the way back and move back through it again, because you'll get back through it quite quickly. And then you start adding distractions. So you could be adding noise. You could be bouncing a ball, which I don't have on me at the moment. I can be just bothering him. I can be adding distractions. And he should be there. And I keep doing that until I am. Then I take him into somewhere like a park or something, and I do it where it's a bit busy, or a pet shop or anything like that, to start the bulletproof. Right? I hope that helps, and this is simply how you add a stay to a down, and then you just move through those steps to bulletproof, and eventually you'll have a dog that you can put into a down, and they'll simply stay there no matter what, until you come and release them. Make sure everything around them's calm. Make sure they're not corrected for something they don't understand. Guide them, set them up for success, and your dog will repay the favour for you and just get it right. Alright, hope that helps. Thank you.